Hi everyone, my name is Jen and this is Beast House of Plants, where I talk about things houseplant and home design. Welcome back. So today is definitely going to be one of the most anticipated videos. This is my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and if you saw the title of this video, you probably already know what the giveaway is going to be. Giveaway prize is going to be this amazing Syngonium podophyllum albo variegata. Look at how freaking beautiful this plant is. This is definitely the first quote-unquote rare plant that I ever bought. Not this specific plant, but this variety of plant, and so I thought it was fitting for my first kind of like rare plant giveaway that I give away one of these plants. This like specific one is much bigger and honestly more beautiful than my personal variegated syngonium, so I'm a little bit jealous, but only the best for you guys. Okay, so make sure you stay till the end to find out how you can enter to win this variegated syngonium. Okay, let's talk about care tips for your variegated syngonium. This is obviously a variegated plant, like I mentioned before, and variegated plants tend to need a little bit more light than their non-variegated counterparts because a lot of the areas of the leaves, because it's white, it can't photosynthesize, it doesn't have access to chlorophyll. So in order to retain the maximum amount of variegation from this plant, you want to put it in a little bit of a brighter area. However, because these patches tends to be kind of sectorial and like big splotches of white, you don't want to put this in direct sunlight because it is a little bit more prone to burning. So in terms of like windows, like what does bright and direct light mean in terms of that in windows, I would say that an east facing window would be a great choice, or a south facing window that's pulled like away a little bit so it's not like smushed right up against the window. Those would be excellent choices. I have two variegated syngoniums. Both of them are currently being grown under grow lights and they're doing great. They're both like kind of like growing towards the light and trying to reach for the light, and I don't see any burning or anything like that. So I would say that the variegated syngonium is quite receptive to grow lights if your home doesn't have enough light. Okay, so that is lighting. In terms of humidity, I have my just in regular room humidity. My room naturally tends to stay around the 50% mark. I haven't felt the need to put it on like next to a humidifier or mist it or anything like that, and it's been thriving. So I would say that this will thrive in pretty much just any room setting. Maybe if your house is like very low in terms of humidity, maybe if your like house is naturally around like a 20 or 30, you would maybe want to have a humidifier to raise that to more around like the 50% mark. But these are generally quite tolerant plant and quite easy to keep, so I wouldn't necessarily stress too much in terms of humidity. Okay, so I find that the area that I have the hardest time kind of like doing or handling in terms of keeping my syngonium pristine is the watering / soil category, which they definitely go hand in hand. So all syngoniums are aroids, which means that they do prefer a well draining soil mix that's a little bit on the chunkier side. If you need recommendations on what to put in your soil mix, I have a video called Repotting 101. I show you how I mix my soil. My personal syngonium was in that mix for a very long time and I think it did well, but I think that because the variegation is oftentimes so sectorial and in patches that they're not incredibly tolerant to inconsistent watering, and I am an overwaterer that sometimes overcorrects and becomes an underwaterer, because when I know a plant likes to dry out, sometimes I'm so scared of watering that then I become an underwaterer, if that makes sense. And these plants aren't great if you don't consistently water them, because then the roots will try to suck up too much water once it's finally being watered, that the leaves, like the section where it's like all white, will start to kind of turn brown or have like these like red looking dots, and that is from inconsistent watering, because the plant is trying to take up too much water or more than it really needs. And a lot of times that happens because the plant you know, hasn't dried out for too long. So it's a little bit finicky in that area, but I feel like once you kind of get into a rhythm with your Syngonium, you'll figure out when it's dry and when it needs to be watered. So, but because that's kind of an area where I struggle with so much, I've actually converted my Syngonium into Leca, and it has been thriving ever since. So if you're into Leca, I would highly recommend you convert all of your Syngoniums to Leca. Mine has been doing so much better. It never droops anymore. I haven't had any more browning since I converted to Leca. I do have some leaves that pretty much were already brown before I converted, but I haven't had any new leaves brown, and it's been so great for me. I also have another variegated Syngonium that I water propagated and then transferred to Leca, and that one is doing excellent as well. Okay, so talking about propagation, these plants are super easy to propagate. So if you look here, this is usually how the plant grows. The nodes are super visible, and they like to throw out a lot of aerial roots, so it's really easy to see where you should cut. So obviously you would cut in between two nodes in the internode, so cut like right here. I propagated my Syngonium in moss, and it propagated quite quickly. Since it's summer right now, you don't need a heat mat, but in the wintertime, if you're finding that your Syngonium is having a little bit of a difficulty rooting, I would recommend getting a heat mat. Obviously you don't do that in the summer because then your plant would like cook and get too hot. But so yeah, if it's currently winter where you are and you're trying to propagate, I would recommend getting a heat mat, because I swear my cuttings rooted up in like 2 days once I put it on a heat mat in the winter time. It's crazy. So now pretty much all of my personal Syngoniums are in Leca. I think every single one of my personal Syngoniums have been transferred to Leca, and they have been loving life. It has really taken out the stress of watering and keeping a schedule with watering. So yeah, that's what I would definitely recommend if you're into that. If you're not into that, just a well-draining soil mix and letting your plant dry out but not get like bone dry. That's definitely the best options for your variegated Syngonium. Okay, I think those are all the care tips. If I missed anything, if you have any questions, let me know in the description below. Okay, now let's talk about the part that you are all here for, which is the giveaway and how you can win this beautiful variegated Syngonium. But first of all, I would just like to say thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. It has been so much fun to be a part of this community. I started my Instagram and then my YouTube channel about 9-ish months ago, because literally people were so sick of me talking about my plants, so I made one dedicated solely to my plants, and it has been much more than I ever imagined it could be. I love talking to you guys, either through the comment section here on YouTube. I have some of my regulars who watch every single video. I see you. I really appreciate you, as well as through my DMs on Instagram. I'm super active on there, so if you ever want to talk about anything, plants related or not, DM me. I check my DMs all the time. I try to get back to as many people as possible. So yeah. Okay, so how to actually enter. I'm gonna try to make it very simple. So first of all, you have to be subscribed to this channel because obviously this is a giveaway to thank my subscribers. You also have to follow me on Instagram at B's House of Plans. I'll put my username right here, so click follow on there, and then everything else will be counted per entry. So basically, if you comment on this video in this comment section, it'll be counted as 3 entries. So leave me a comment. In that comment, also leave your either your Instagram username or your email address or some way for me to get in contact with you if your comment gets chosen. And then hop on over to Instagram, find the post that has the photo of this plant, says giveaway on it, and tag some friends. So it'll be best if you tag different people in different comments. So you want to tag like 3 of your friends, do it in 3 separate comments. That way, that's just easiest for me. And also, please be sure that you are tagging different people in each comment. I do notice if you're tagging the same person, and those entries will not be counted. If you share that post on Instagram to your stories, that will be an additional 2 entries. Please make sure that you tag me when you share so that I can keep note of that. And then at the end, when this giveaway ends, I'll put the date of when the giveaway ends right here. I will just put all of the names through a random generator to pick the winner, and then the winner will be announced on my Instagram. Okay, so I think those are all the rules on how you can enter to win this plant. So what I'm going to leave you with is some unboxing footage of when I unboxed this plant. Thank you so much for watching this video. I mean that. I say it in every single video, but I really mean it. Yeah, okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye! Guys, it's actually been so long since I've been able to do an unboxing. I was busy earlier, so I just cut open the box so that the plant was able to breathe a little bit, but I have not opened it yet. So this is the plant that I ordered for the giveaway, and I got it from Gabriella Plants. I'm just covering up my address. I got from Gabriella Plants. I am so freaking excited. I ordered this during one of their weekly restocks, which was like so stressful. I ordered it on a Wednesday, it shipped Thursday morning and today's Saturday, and it arrived perfectly, you know, on time. Although there, like when I was checking the tracking number, it did say that it was going to be delayed, but it wasn't delayed at all, which I'm so freaking thrilled about. So yeah, let's go ahead and do an unboxing. Okay, let's see. Let's pull it out. Oh, yay! Look at that. Okay, let me peel off this tape. Okay. Oh my god. This might be prettier than my plant. Wow, I'm like kind of jealous. Okay, let's pull it down. Can you see what it is? Holy crap. This is so gorgeous. Ta-da! So this obviously is a Syngonium podophyllum albo variegata. This is the first one that I've ordered from Gabriella Plants, but this is gorgeous. Like the leaves are huge. Wow, I'm so impressed with this. Super impressed with the size, with the maturity of the leaves and the variegation. All of these leaves look flawless. Not one speck of damage on this. This is so beautiful. Honestly, like kind of jealous, but I got this for you guys. Okay, so my plan is I now have this plant. I am going to acclimate this for 2 weeks, and at that point that should also be coinciding with the time that the giveaway ends. And if this plant still looks perfectly healthy, which I have no doubt it will, because this looks freaking flawless and amazing, I will package it up and send it to the giveaway winner. Wow, holy crap.